Well, patuloy pa rin po ang kalungkutan ng mga taga-Barangay Ginebra dahil after 5 games, wala pa rin po naitatalong panalo ang Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. But the Barangay Ginebra faithful have trooped to the big dome to watch this guy, the new recruit ng Barangay Ginebra. Walang iba po kundi itong si Chris Alexander, the newest import in town. At umaasa po sila na makahalilisan itong si Mark the Spark Kagiwa and of course JJ Hildebrand to finally nail that first win for the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. The Lost Kingdom for the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Hinahanap po nila ang kanilang kaharian at sana nga po para po sa mga faithful ng barangay, makuha na nila ang una nilang panalo dito po sa ating Fiesta Conference. Magandang gabi po buong Pilipinas, Richard Del Rosario together with Jason Webb. And Jason, no matter what the standings is, pagdating ng laban ng Barangay Ginebra at ang Purefoods TJ Giants, you can expect a blockbuster showdown.
Well, of course, one of the two more popular teams in the league, of course, Barangay Ginebra, a struggle for them at the start of this year. Itong Purefoods, maganda yung simula nila, but all of a sudden, things falling apart for the Purefoods team as they have lost 2 in a row. On the other hand, Ginebra still searching for their victory. At kung sinabi mo sa akin, ang Barangay Ginebra ang only winless team after 5 games in this conference. Marahil hindi ako maniniwala sa iyo, Richard.
That's right. No? Ito nga, 2 more popular ball clubs dito pa sa ating Fiesta Conference. They're at the bottom of the standings, but they're hoping that in this ball game they can go back to their winning ways. At ito nga po ang storya natin ngayon, yung bagong hari, itong bagong import ng Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings. Si Gancho din po ito, si Chris Alexander. Actually, this will be the 3rd import for Barangay Ginebra here in the Fiesta Conference as we will look at his vital statistics, Jason.
Well, he's 27 years old. You know, usually that's a really good age for an import. He's mature enough and obviously not too old. 7'1", wala kasi tayong height limit. All the teams really going for the height for this conference. And he's from Iowa State. Richard, his numbers in college not eye-popping as a college player. So, at titingnan natin kung itong si Chris Alexander, if there was a lot of improvement after college for this young man.
Well, ito nga si Chris Alexander, marami nagtatanong, anong klase nga kayang player itong bagong import ngayon ng Barangay Ginebra? Alamin natin yan sa ating kasamahang si Magu Marjon. Magu?
Richard, nakakwentuhan natin si Assistant Coach Juno Sauler ng Barangay Ginebra at hiningan natin siya ng scouting report tungkol dito kay Chris Alexander. Sinabi ni Coach Juno, isa daw tong legitimate post threat but he gets most of his points through hustle. Yan po yung mga offensive rebound putbacks, loose ball recoveries at yung mga drop pass na natatanggap niya. Isa rin siyang mahusay mag-free throw, actually decent enough, 70% shooting from the free throw line, and he is in great shape having started 34 of his 40 games in the NBDL. Hiningan din natin si Coach Juno ng weakness ng kanyang import. Sabi lang niya, wala daw tong 3-point shot. Back to you guys.
Para walang pala tayo. Wala rin mga 3-point shot. Pero Barangay Ginebra is hoping na ito na nga magiging kasagutan sa kanilang mga pigati dito sa ating Fiesta Conference. Puntahan naman natin itong Purefoods TJ Giants, another team struggling in the conference right now. Although they have a prolific import scoring-wise in the person of Darius Rice, malaki pa rin po ang problema nito Purefoods dahil masasabi natin after scoring 56 points, may scout na raw itong si Darius Rice.
And all of a sudden, that 56-point output, after that, a 40-plus point output, his averages starting to go down para dito kay Darius Rice. Right now, he's at 33.2, still best in the league. Pero nakikita natin, ang masama dyan, mababa naman yung field goal percentage niya. It's only at 40%. With the number of shots Darius Rice is taking, kailangan mas mataas pa yung kanyang maging field goal percentage.
Well, marami nga po tayo mga balita na naririnig na ito si Darius Rice is also on his way out. Kaya nga lang, yung gusto makuha ng import dito Purefoods, wala pa po at hindi pa raw available. But this will be a chance for Darius Rice to prove his worth dito po sa inyong PBA. And we will give you the action between the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings and the Purefoods TJ Giants after we take this short break.
Number 7, Ray Evangelista.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mula po dito sa Big Dome, the Araneta Coliseum. It's a blockbuster Friday night presentation ng inyong PBA dahil po dalawa po sa pinaka-popular teams ng PBA ang maghaharap ngayon. The Purefoods TJ Giants na in-introduce na nga po itong starter sila. Makakalaban ang Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings, and you can see the starters para dito sa Purefoods.
We can see the Purefoods right now not going with their extremely big lineup. Usually we see them with Raimundo, Villanueva, and Darius Rice all together. Right now, Darius Rice will be playing that power forward slot para sa Purefoods.
Pagkala, ito na po ang Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings na talaga namang uhaw na sa panalo, being the only winless squad so far in our Fiesta conference, and still trying to get the right mix when it comes to the locals and their imports, and they're hoping that this new guy, Chris Alexander, will be the answer. At you can see naman itong starters ng Barangay Ginebra. You can see this will be a fast lineup for Barangay Ginebra. The fast, the furious, and the fearless starting for Coach John Chico.
And they have that really quick 3 guards out there, and then they back it up with rebounders with Alex Crisano at saka si Chris Alexander.
And the game is underway. First possession goes to the red shirts of the Purefoods. James Yap, umatake kagad, kicks it out to Ray Evangelista. Baby Raimundo, nice scrum. And right off the bat, challenging the defense of Chris Alexander.
Not really used itong si Chris Alexander to guarding guys from the outside. On the other side, Kirby Raimundo, dun sa height niya yan, gustong-gusto niya naman yung umaatake na nakaharap sa basket.
First possession for Ginebra, pinuntahan kagad nila itong si Chris Alexander. And a miss for the big guy. Here's James Yap. James Yap, first attempt is no good. Ito na nga, takbuhan kagad tayo dito. And you can see ito si Chris Alexander, although he's 7 foot 1 inches, and talagang tumatakbo sa floor, ha?
But they said he's an energy guy. And you can see yung energy na binibigyan niya dito sa kanyang team. And even Barangay Ginebra, you found energy but a little bit too much energy out there para kay JJ.
Oh, unforced error on the part of JJ Helterbrand. Pero kung talagang tumatakbo itong si Chris Alexander, magandang fit yan para dito sa lineup ng Barangay Ginebra, especially with his lineup on the floor. Ito na ngayon si Kirby Raimundo, laying outside, crossover dribble. Evangelista against Crisano. Evangelista left elbow shot. So good start here for Purefoods, 4-0.
Already good defense on the part of Alex Crisano, but a better shot thrown up by surprise starter na si Ray Evangelista.
Ito na kagad sa poste si Alexander. Had to kick it out to JJ Helterbrand for 3. Tumalot. Rebound goes to Chris Alexander. And yan ang starting the break. Kasi nabi ni Magu, according to Coach Bruno Soler, he gets most of his points through offensive rebound, mga hustle.
And Barangay Ginebra definitely needs some rebounding at this point. Barangay Ginebra second to the last when it comes to rebounding in the league. At ibang iba yan. Remember, last year at the Philippine Cup, Barangay Ginebra, best rebounding team, bar none. And what was the result of that? A championship.
Tama yan, no? On the other end, si Darius Rice worked on the post. Walang double team doon, kaya nakascore kagad to. Ito, cross-court pass to Tubit. They go back to the post. Kaya Alex Rizano wanted to give it to Alexander, picked off. Here's James Yap against Kakiwa. Darius Rice makes it. Rebound to Kirby Raimundo. Ray Evangelista, one fake, looks closer at ay sundot itong si Alex Crisano. You know, pace the ball game natin very fast, ha? Simula pa lang ng tip-off. There's an early substitution here. Matchup for Coach John Chico, bringing in Vic Pablo para bantayan si Ray Evangelista.
Exactly, Richard. He had to match up. Usually, like we said, Purefoods starts with Villanueva, Raimundo, and Darius Rice. Ngayon, naging maliit yung lineup nila. Kaya nagbago na rin ng lineup itong si Coach John Chico.
Two veterans guarding each other. Here's JJ Helterbrand. 3 balls up. And JJ Helterbrand.
We talked about all the struggles of Barangay Ginebra, kung gaano kahirap manalo itong komperensyang ito. And even last conference wasn't that easy, but one guy who's had a real solid conference has been that guy, JJ Helterbrand.
Ito na nga to, si JJ Helterbrand. Lead pass to Ronald to the sky. Wala. Ang gano'n naman si Alexander to na offensive rebound. And this is the hustle that Coach Juno was talking about for Chris Alexander. Very agile for his height, no?
Very early on, those rebounds really helping his team. Chris Alexander already with 3 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds. Richard, kanina tinitingnan ko yung stats ng Barangay Ginebra. I was really wondering, bakit itong Barangay Ginebra has struggled this conference? And I was looking at the number of attempts that they had this year. They are last in all the teams in terms of number of attempts. Bakit konti attempts nila? One, they don't rebound the ball very well. They're second to the last in the league. The second is they don't take care of the basketball as well. They're third worst in the league. So, yung dalawang problema na yan, kaya hindi pa nanalo itong Barangay Ginebra.
Well, maybe that's because that's why they're getting into mga 7-footer as their import, because the more rebounds they can get, the more possessions and the more attempts they can get at the basket.
Remember, they're also filling in some holes para sa Barangay Ginebra. They're losing their 2 prime big men, which is Rafi Rivas and Eric Meng. Why do they have so many turnovers? You look at this lineup right now. Ang daming mga bagong players sa lineup.
And he gives Barangay Ginebra a 4-point lead after a slow start. Ito na po ang mga taga-barangay led by this guy, Mr. J.J. Hilterbrand. That's the second three-pointer for the night for J.J. Hilterbrand.
I just come over here, you know what I'm saying, to help this team win. You know, I hear that the record's not so good, so, you know, I'm going to contribute all I can and try to bring some of my experiences to this team. I rebound the ball well, you know, and I don't take no time off on the floor, and I'll play good defense, you know, and finish around the rim, and hopefully that'll be enough to get a little hump. Hopefully we can get a winning streak going for as long as I'm here.
Well, so far, hindi nga sinungaling itong si Chris Alexander dahil nga he's been getting all those offensive rebounds and he's been providing a lot of hustle para dito sa Barangay Ginebra.
And you know, that's what Barangay Ginebra needs. You know, when you're in a funk and you're just struggling to get victories, you need one guy that's out there giving his all and trying to just turn things around. New blood being infused para sa Barangay Ginebra with this new import.
Mercury Muno, top of the key, looking for Darius Rice against Ronald Tubit. Finally, they find him. Good turnaround, impressed para kay Darius Rice. Ito na naman fast break ng Barangay Ginebra. Ronald Tubit! Talagang nagwawala na dito ang mga fanatics ng Barangay Ginebra. They like the energy na pinapakita ng Barangay Ginebra dito sa simula ng ball game.
Yeah, from the get-go, from the start of the whistle, Richard, itong Barangay Ginebra, takbuhan ng takbuhan. And like you said, you mentioned it at the start of the coverage, 3 quick guys right there, pinagsabay-sabay na. Very early on, yung tatlo na yan. Tapos ang maganda, pero kagad sila suporta doon sa rebound, and that's why they're able to run.
Mercury Muno, shoot ang quick. At fade away. Deflected by Chris Alexander. Here's J.J. Hilterbrand. Hilterbrand, nakadalawang tres na to. Top of the key against James Yap. Binigay kay Ronald Tubit. He'll go back to the post. Quick spin by Alexander. Pero si Palpal inabot ni Kirby. Pero sumabit sa braso. And Kirby complaining to the referee as to watch it. Baka mag-technical sa na maaga dito.
Take a look at that. Obviously, Darius Rice cannot contain Chris Alexander.
Yeah, mukhang Kirby might have a point, no? Sa play na yon from that angle. Kita mo, 5 rebounds kagad itong si Chris Alexander. Then in 5 minutes here in the first quarter. Alitan ng tao naman para dito sa Purefoods TJ Giants. We have Chico Lanete, Peter Jun Simon, our All-Star MVP, and Rico Villanueva checking in. Provide some more muscle dyan sa inside, no? Dahil na frolicking inside na itong si Chris Alexander.
Well, you have to say itong Barangay Ginebra, rather, Purefoods team, one of the more vertically challenged teams right now. Because aside from Enrico and Kirby Raimundo, no real big man threat coming off that bench.
Here's Rice, Stephen Libre from Pierre Country, and he knocks it down. The impress coming from Darius Rice, a total of 5 points so far.
They finally losing the shadow of Ronald Tubit. Kanina pa siya dinidikitan ni Ronald Tubit.
Over there, Vic Pablo, they move the ball around. Mark Agiwa, hindi nila maibigay dito kay Alexander sa loob. J.J. Hilterbrand na lang ang tumira, short. Yung shot block para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Hinihingi ni Alexander yung bola sa poste. Here's Kagiwa, drives baseline. This is a nice thing happening for Barangay Ginebra. Much of the attention of the defense of Purefoods concentrated kay Alexander, kaya nakakalibre yung iba. James Yap, layup is good. Kasi James Yap would really like to bounce back after that 7-point performance. Yeah, that's very good.
Remember, a lot of these guys, even though they came from a loss, they're well rested, especially those guys that didn't have to travel all the way to Bacolod for the All-Stars. Gutom na gutom sa laro yung karamihan sa mga players dyan.
Ito na ngayon si Alexander. This baseline na wala ng control ng bola, pero mananatili sa Barangay Ginebra. They have 5 seconds remaining sa kanilang shot clock.
Now, Darius Rice having to guard Chris Alexander, you have to wonder how much will be left in his tank come the latter part of the game, because that's really not what he wants to do. What Darius Rice wants to do is put up shots and try to score.
Well, this is the point na kailangan na i-prove dito si Darius Rice, because everybody knows he can score, but can he defend? At nung last time nga against Wellcoat, ito nagiging challenge, kaya nga pinag-iisipan siya palitan ngayon ng Purefoods. Ito na ngayon si James Yap. Gordon is a 10. Another man looking down court against Chico Lanete. Binigyan screen ni Alexander. Naipit and he's forced into a traveling violation.
After a hot start, Barangay Ginebra falling into a spate of turnovers. That's back-to-back turnovers, allowing itong Purefoods to come back a little bit.
Still a 4-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Here's Darius Rice. This time it's against Vic Pablo. He's bumped and he still gets the basket. Wala talaga problema pagdating dito sa offense kay Darius Rice. You know, he knows how to score. Take a look at this again. Moves to the baseline. He absorbs the contact. Pero talaga yung focus sa basket nandun. Ano mang problema dito kay Darius Rice? In 5 games, iisa pa lang assist niya.
I actually saw that as well. Averaging 0.2 assists in the ball game. At kaya naman siguro pati yung mga teammates niya, hindi siya masyado napapamahal sa kanila. Right?
Tama yun. Like yung game against Wellcoat, he played 44 minutes, 0 assists. So he really has to respect his teammates. Wow, JJ Underground is on fire. That's his 3rd PM tres for the night. Total of 9 points. Ito na ngayon ang Barangay Ginebra. Finishes that fast break. 4th point for the night for Mark Kagiwa.
If you're a Barangay Ginebra fan, nice to see that the players that you see that you love to see are running once again. Mark Kagiwa, Ronald Tubit, JJ Helterbrand. Solid start for this 3 guards.
Here's JJ Helterbrand again. Left elbow jump shot. Too strong. James Yap, sinalubong ni Ronald Tubit. Ito na ulit si Rice. Sumugod. Binigay kay Rico Villanueva. Rice back to Villanueva. Villanueva makes his move. Villanueva one good up another move.
But he did say, scouting report said that ito nga si Chris Alexander very aggressive, and ito si Enrico using that aggressiveness to be able to get that shot up.
Ito na ngayon. Alexander, he finishes inside.
Just too big, Richard. Ito si Chris Alexander. Para dun sa mga malalaki ng Purefoods. Once he gets position, it's over.
James Yap against Kagiwa. Yap for 3. Down. It's a clear post coming from James Yap.
It's quite evident. Itong mga players natin sa araw na to, they are feeding off the energy of the crowd. The crowd is even liking what they're seeing right now.
And you can feel the intensity between these two teams, no? They know that they need a win tonight. Ito na si Kagiwa na libo. Ulit. May pito bago yung tira. Titignan natin kung anong tawag dito ng referee. Seems to be a foul. Tumalsik si James Yap dun sa baseline. The referees are conferring. If it happened before or after the shot or simultaneous. Ito yung mga ating magigiting na referee, sila referee Robert Ting Jr., Raymond Morillo, and Ferdinand Pascual. So no basket. A foul called on James Yap. Tingnan po natin yung slow-mo. James Yap, nandito na sa baseline. Nagkakaroon sila ni Big Pablo. Ayun na yung tawag before that shot was taken. So dapat nga bola ng Barangay Ginebra dito.
Yeah, but Chris Alexander and Enrico Villanueva. Ang ganda nung kwentuhan nila sa ilalim eh.
Kung ako si Villanueva, dapat hindi ko muna tinapos yung kwentuhan. Hindi ko mabasa dito. So, tensa itong si Alexander.
Itin mo muna yung punchline.
Oo, ituro mo muna dito sa Araneta. At ako, pero may turnover naman dito para sa Barangay Ginebra. Pinagpahinga muna ni Coach John Wichico si Chris Alexander and JJ Helderbrand. Paul Arcadi and Willie Wilson checking in. Peter Jun Simon. He attacks. Nice break. He goes up. May sumabit. There's a lot of confidence para dito kay Peter Jun Simon after that all-star stint kung saan nga siya po ang tinanghal na most valuable player ng ating all-star game. And at the 2-minute 47 mark ng ating first period, we have a timeout on the floor. Lamang pa rin po ang Barangay Ginebra, 22-18.
We're struggling defensively, and I'm ashamed as to why we're on that predicament. Unless we do something with our defense, it's going to be a rough and rocky conference for us. But we're determined to get better, and before we can even think about wins, I guess we have to think about our defense first. And hopefully we get better on that. And that's the only reason why we can get back on the winning track.
Well, that's what took them to the finals of Philippine Cup. At dito nga po, they're struggling defensively, Jason.
The points allowed on the right side, this conference, that is last in the league. 2-point field goals allowed, last in the league. Rebounds allowed, second to the last in the league. Assists allowed, last in the league. So a lot of numbers there which are last in the league. And you know, one of the reasons, like you mentioned, is ito yung import nila, not really a defensive player.
For more about that, punta natin si Magumar John.
Richard and Jason, dinagdag pa ni Assistant Coach Koy Banal ng Purefoods na talagang mahirapan sila sa depensa from last conference to this dahil nga naman yung two best defenders nila wala na sa kanila, si Mark Pingres and I-Trade at si Romel Aducon is on sick leave. Kaya sabi ni Coach Koy, they went back to the basics. Ultima daw lateral defense and one-on-one defense tinatakbo na nila sa ensayo. It is not an overnight process, but they will take it step by step until they get back to the top. Back to you guys.
Well, I believe defense is more of an attitude rather than really skills, no? Kahit naman sino, basta desidido kang maglaro ng depensa, kakayanin yan eh.
That's from our experience.
Kahit wala masyadong talent.
Pero you know, we have to also face the fact that as we see Peter Jun Simon bringing down the defense once again. Defense is a five-man thing para sa isang team. And Darius Rice, not really the best defensive import that we have right now. Not even probably one of the better defensive players, inclusive of the locals. So, yung chemistry na pagkabuo ng depensa nila, kailangan pa nilang buuin yan because Darius Rice, like I mentioned, that's not really one of his priorities.
So yun ang nagiging problema. And yung sinabi nga natin, yung Philippine Cup, nasa top echelon itong Purefoods when it comes to defense, and they wound up in the finals against a top team defensively, Santa Lucia Realtors. And you really have to play defense to make it in this league. In the meantime,
at nakikita natin, Richard, okay, every time now, pag malaki yung kalaban lang na import, they're forced to double every time that guy has a touch. And you know, every time you double, you're playing 4 against 3 on the other side. As we see Alex Vitano with that drive-in layup.
Nice finish coming from Alex Crisano. Gives Ginebra a 3-point lead, approaching the 2-minute mark ng ating opening quarter. Ito na, Chico Lanete. Ainoa against Paulo Tabi. Lanete, mula pa kay Tabi. Naku, iyoyo pa yung layup. Nawala naman yung bola kay Tabi. Lanete tries to save it. And wound up in the official's table.
Little subplot there going. Of course, Chico Lanete is now the backup point guard for Purefoods. Paul Artadi, just last year, he was the backup point guard para sa Purefoods.
That's right. Ito ngayon, shelter brand. Pumaposte si Billy Mamaril against Rico Villanueva. Strong move coming from Billy Mamaril. Nawala lang yung balance. Another try, wala pa rin. Paul Artadi gets an offensive rebound. Artadi, bumangga kay Lanete. He-goes up, wala. Mamaril, another try, wala. Sabi ng referee, wait a minute, guys.
We talked about rebounds allowed, problema ng Purefoods. That right there, nakikita nyo, is still a problem for the Giants.
Oh, kung mahina-hina katawan mo, you have no business being inside that paint. Kita niyo naman yung mga banggaan. And it's really entertaining to watch, but it is a painful experience, I'm telling you. Ito na si Peter Jun Simon against Judy Valenzuela. Simon, umatake, umangat, and what a difference, being an all-star can do for Peter Jun Simon.
Has to be one of the brightest spots para sa Purefoods itong taon na to, itong konferensyang ito. Ito si Peter Jun.
At dito si JJ Heldebrand, offensive rebound, napunta kay Crisano, wala lang yung bola. Ito na si Alvin Larong. Binigay kay Peter Jun Simon, and one of the best finishers in the league doing the job.
I think there's a lot of awards that comes out at the end of the year, but one of the awards that seems to be starting to get edged on right now is the Sixth Man Award. There's Peter Jun Simon, obviously, right now in the league, the best sub there is.
Ito, lamang na ang Purefoods, pero ito, binabawi ni Gary Maron. Rebound, ni Jonathan Salvador, Peter Jun Simon. Goes up, Simon, rebound, pinag-aagawan ni Larong at ni Artadi na punta kay Jonathan Salvador. Good shot by Alvin Larong. Ito, nawala na rin ako yung Artadi yung bola, baksak si Jonathan Salvador. Bola na pupunta sa Purefoods DJ Giants.
Alright, Dilarong finally getting some burn playing time dito sa ating konferensya ito. Actually, the first game he's played so far.
If this were an automotive race, the car race, wala yung mga preno, pinutol na lahat Talagang all cylinders going here for both these teams. Peter Jutsumo against Heldebrand, bigyan ng screen ni Rico Villanueva. 3 seconds remaining, Salvador fading away, wala. What action we have seen here in the opening quarter, mga kaibigan. One quarter pa lang. And really, it's a slugfest between Purefoods and Barangay Ginebra. And after the first quarter, lamang po ang Purefoods 25-24. Ito po, isa sa mga pinaka-controversial na naganap dito sa nakaraang All-Star Week sa Bacolod. Jason Webb, binato, pumasok! Ito na naman, isa pa. Ito, natural na tira. Binato, tingnan mo yung kamay. Ulit, sumamba, mga kaibigan. Uulitin ko, sumamba! At naging controversial nga po talaga yung nangyari na dyan sa Shooting Stars. Kaya nga po ito, wala pong pangalan dahil under protest ka. Yung nangyari na yan sa Shooting Star event. Actually, ako, kontento na ako sa medal dahil excess baggage na ako Kaya sa'yo na to. Sa'yo na yan.
So, kailangan pasalamatan ko yung mga teammates ko dahil, pinahilapan nila ako.
Magaling sila. Magaling talaga yung mga teammates. Ito si Jason Webb.
Of course, si Konsehal, saka si Ronald Tubid, guys that helped out in that easy victory for us.
Pero habang wala pang pangalan yung plaking yan, tago mo ng gusto. Okay, yan si Ronald Tubid.
Pero second place kayo dun
Hindi, third. Si Dominic yan ng second.
Second runner-up.
Second runner-up. Back to the action. Ito, si Junti Valenzuela.
Yun, action talaga yan. R.D. Larong at Junti Valenzuela. Sigurado, action na makikita mo yan. Parang bantayan yung dalawa na yan.
There's JJ Helterbrand against Peter Junsimon. Pumapose ulit. Pinafront itong si Rico Villanueva to si Alexander. Ito na yung Valenzuela. In and out. Another offensive rebound for Billy Mamaril.
That's a good job of Billy Mamaril. Binanggit mo nga, they are fronting. Ito si Chris Alexander. So his guy doesn't know where Billy Mamaril is. So he has to attack the basket and go for the offensive rebound.
Ginebra back in the lead. Ito, Aguilarong 6-3. 10 seconds to shoot for Purefoods. Matapos si Villanueva. At may sumabit. Going to be on Billy Mamaril. That's a second foul on Mama. Villanueva will troop to the line. Of course, everybody saw him dance the papaya dance. Yung kagat-labi there in the hole. Ito, balik na. Ito si Darius Rice sa ating ball game. And out goes John Dan Salvador. Villanueva makes the necessary adjustments at tinabla na po niya itong ating laban at 26. Now to John inside to Billy Mamaril for jumper position.
A lot of help coming from the bench of Barangay Ginebra. Billy Mamaril, back-to-back baskets for him.
Tama naman yung ginagawa niya, no? Because his man is sagging off the weak side, so he really has to make himself available. At naman, nalibo naman ito si Alvin Laro.
Actually, right now, it's a battle of the benches aside from the two imports. A lot of bench players out there, second unit, trying to give their first five a rest.
Helter Brad will stop. Wala, pero siya na rin ako ng rebound. Alcadi, nagmintis rin. Alcadi nakaagaw dito. Alcadi ngayon. Alcadi. Ito ay Darius Rice, pinakamit ang rin. Ito ngayon. Sigo Lamete. Ligo Villanueva. Skips. Almost a traveling pero merong nakitang foul itong si referee Robert King. Paul Artadi. Ito, tingnan ulit natin na napagaritong agaw niya.
Close to the line.
Oo, buti lang hindi binabayo tayo, no? At ito yung layup. Uy, kala mo kaya mo palpalin.
Tawa si Darius Rice eh.
Oo nga eh.
14 seconds.
Roger Yap looking for James Yap. Hindi na ibigay. Na-96 dito. Kaksak sila ni Artadi. And it's an offensive foul on Roger Yap. Pesky defense here provided by Paul Artadi.
And he's supplying the added energy that they need when the first five gets the rest. Kadalasan yan ang ginagawa ni Ronald Tubid. Like you mentioned, Ronald Tubid started. Now Paul Artadi, that's his job to make sure that the Gin Kings still have the energy from the second unit.
Ito na yung Ronald Tubid starting for there. James Yap, sinulugan ni Helterbrand. Cross-court pass to Rice. And it's Ronald Tubid. Back to James Yap for rebound. James Yap.
And even bigger than that, that was an assist.
Yes, that was an assist. Total of 8 points for James Yap. That's a second assist in the PBL career of Darius Rice.
Traveling.
Too far away from the basket for him to operate.
Kanina pa natin nababanggit. Kasi natin, di masyado matindi yung depensa ni Darius Rice. But right here, helping out in the offense.
At ito yung TM3 natin sa inyo ng bagong TM Discarte SIM. 30 pesos lang, may bagong discarte ka na.
Yung sinasabi ko kanina, hindi masyado matindi yung depensa ni Darius Rice. But, you know, he's done a credible job of trying to push the 7-1 guy na kailangan niyang bantayan.
Darius Rice, nakita niya, walang double team no? It's just a head, a proud, taller than Ronald Tubid. Ito na ngayon si Tubid against Rico Villanueva. He drives past Rico. And he gets the basket. A good read on the part of Ronald Tubin. Nakita niya, mas mabilis siya kay Rico Villanueva. So uses quickness right to the baseline.
Yeah, matchup problem right there for Purefoods because they have two big guys, and you had Darius Rice guarding the other big guys. Ronald Tubin will be called.
Flagrant foul? Is that a flagrant foul? Penalty 1?
We saw some extracurricular activity with his feet.
Yes, it is a flagrant foul. Penalty 1 against Ronald Tubin.
Tingnan natin kung sa panga yung pinatid niya.
What happened right after Darius Rice gave that pass to James Yap. So, titingnan natin ha. Ayun.
Right there.
Oo. At talaga eagle-eyed ang ating mga referees. Nakita yun.
Actually, kanina pa binibigyan ng shatsu. Ronald Tubin. Kasi si Darius Rice eh.
Pwede na pa Swedish eh.
Swedish.
That's a Swatsyatsu ha.
But, you have to test the how physical Darius Rice is willing to play this ball game. Probably one of the knocks on him is he's not physical enough. Itong si Darius Rice.
Ito na si James Yap. Pinibigyan si Rice. Step back. Jumper. No. Valenzuela. Nagwaba ng bola. Finds Gabiwa. It goes inside. Challenges interior defense and gets fouled. Ito si ID Larong ang umaamin. That's a second personal foul. Yeah, Coach Ryan Gregorio clarifying some things with our referee. First free throw is good para dito kay Ronald Tubin.
5 points already para kay Ronald Tubin. Only averaging 6.8 points this conference.
Dala kaya niya yung backpack na ginamit niya ng slam dunk competition. There's Roger Yap. Ito, popos ulit si Rice against Ronald Tubin. Inside pass, tapped out. 13 seconds remaining sa shot clock ng Purefoods TJ Giants. Palitan ng tao, balik sa loob ito si Ray Evangelista. Ray Evangelista nahihirapan ma-inbound yung bola. Finally finds James Yap. He goes baseline. Tinulak raw ni Junti Valenzuela.
Has to be one of the toughest combos in terms of defense. Itong backcourt ng part of the backcourt of Barangay Ginebra. You have Junti Valenzuela on one side and you have Ronald Tubin on the other. Obviously, defensively, you will not have a problem when you have these two guys together.
Yeah, this is a defensive backcourt para sa Barangay Ginebra. Roger Yap is looking for a foul. Ito naman si Paul Artadi. Binigay kay Paul. Gabiwa. Ito naman si Yap. Darius Rice gives it to Roger Yap. Sumugot. Kaalam sa defense of Alexander. Wala. Tubin is good. Para kay Kobe Raimundo.
Right now, the guys of Purefoods trying to attack the defense of Chris Alexander.
A lot of contact here, pero wala tumawag. Ito na ngayon ang Purefoods. Darius Rice, binigay si Evangelista. Sabi dito si Paul Artadi. It's going to be the second foul on Kid Lightning. Kung saan ang bola, gusto na talaga puntahan itong si Paul Artadi. May halong gigil na rin, especially when you're playing against your former team.
But you have to think that Coach Jong Ichigo will be happy with the minutes na binigay ni Paul Artadi, being able to give JJ Helterbrand a lot of extra time on the bench.
Turnover para sa Purefoods. Ito na nga, Paul Artadi, pagpapahingayin na ulit, balik na ulit si JJ Helterbrand. Helterbrand, of course, mainit na mainit. He already has 9 points in the ball game. Uy, masyado malakas yung pasa nitong si Junti Valenzuela. James Yap drives inside, stops. Nagiging Kirby. Kirby looks for Darius Rice. Inside, the decision of Darius Rice, pagkakuha niya, hindi na niya binaba yung bola. No? Inangat na lang niya. And he gives Purefoods a 5-point lead against Barangay Ginebra. Kaya po napatawag ng timeout itong mga taga-barangay. Back inside the big room, and at this point, puntahan natin ating kasamahan si Ms. Miyaka Lynn with a report.
Yes, guys. May sasabihin nga talaga ako sa iyo tungkol kay Chris Alexander. Kasi madami nakapansin na meron siyang kakaibang habit of biting and chewing at toothpick. At take note, hindi lang sa labas ng court, pero pati din sa loob habang naglalaro. Sabi nga kanina ng coaching staff, nagulat daw sila na hindi niya tinanggal yung toothpick the whole practice. Kaya naman naisip nila na baka agimat niya to. Kasi back in the States, ang tawag sa kanya ay the pick. Back to you guys.
Ang tanong dyan, kung yung toothpick dun sa States, yan pa rin ang nasa bibig niya ngayon. Diba?
Pero ano ha? Pero may halong Pinoy siya. Toothpick eh. Dahil pag state siya, naka-dental plus lang yan.
I'd rather have yung toothpick kaysa naman no stick. Mas mahirap yata yun. Ito na yun si John Siak. And that's down at the end the race.
All of a sudden, itong Purefoods coming to life, and they have taken control of this court, and they have erected their biggest lead of the ball game, which is at 8 points.
Ito kaya si J.J. Valenzuela. Open jumper, first 2 points para kay the Hitman. Roger Yap, signaling the play. Labas dito si Kobe Raimundo. Ay, mas Kobe Raimundo masyadong conscious dun sa sumusunod na si Chris Alexander. Hindi nakatingin. So another error here for the Purefoods TJ Giants.
Still, itong Barangay Ginebra playing with those 4 small men, and just having that 7'1" Alexander to man the middle.
And now, with Alexander inside, itong mga shooters sa Barangay Ginebra, mas kumpiyansa tumira sa labas no? Here's Mark Kagiwa. Lead pass to Ronald Tubit. Tubit pass to J.J. Hildebrand. And a foul dito. Pushing foul call against J.J. Hildebrand.
Now that's a missed opportunity. 3-on-2 situation for the Gin Kings. Unable to consummate. They are already in the penalty.
The fast, the fearless, and the furious. That time, not successful. James Yap will keep to the line. Ngayon po nasa penalty na itong Barangay Ginebra. Of course, James Yap, maraming pinasaya po ito din sa Bacolod last week during the All-Star weekend. The native of Escalante, Negros Occidental. At ayan yung mga fans ni James Yap. Todo suporta para sa kanilang idol. James Yap, that 7-point performance actually snapped yung 41-game streak niya of scoring into double figures sa kanyang career. So, syempre, gusto nang bumawi dito ni James Yap.
Bawing-bawi naman dahil first half pa lang. Double digits na agad in game.
At the corner, Ronald Tubit for 3 goals. Sabi ka ng bola, mabupulot nito si Alexander. He has a good nose for the ball, no? Itong si Chris Alexander. Hildebrand, they want to go to the post. Here's Alexander. Side. Wala. Good back by Kobe Raimundo.
And you can see the 4th guards of Ginebra camping on the 3-point line at mag-isa dun si Chris Alexander sa ilalim.
There's Kobe drawing Alexander out of the paint. Good jumper by Darius Rice. Wala, ha? Hindi ika-ika. Ito si Darius Rice. After that shot, J.J. Hildebrand pinalagay ng tira. James Yap, binigyan ng screen ni Darius Rice. Evangelista backing down on J.J. Hildebrand. Kobe, puts a 3, short. Hildebrand, iwan libro. Oh, miss. Release lang yung rim. That is open as he can get. Ito naman si Roger Yap. He's not the play. This rim. Fast-break play para sa Barangay Ginebra. Tubig, umangat! Skelter basketball. Here's Kobe Raimundo. Ito naman ang angat. Nahalo ng bola. Good hands coming from Junti Valenzuela.
Obviously, a lot of heavy feet already. Ilang beses na tayo bumabal ng court nothing consummated, no baskets, and obviously I think both teams need this time out.
Yeah, that's right. They want to talk things out. Coach John Wichika and Coach Ryan Gregorio. We still have 4 minutes and 5 here in the first half.
Some people deserve off nights, and it was just unfortunate for us that he was on an off night when we played well code. But he had so much pride, and I'm sure he will get back really strong on our game against Ginebra. I also made adjustments for him to get his usual touches. Hopefully, he will get his space back again, his operating space, and get back on his double-figure scoring, and ultimately give us the W.
Well, that 7-point performance against Wellcoat was his lowest output in his last 105 games, dating back to the 2006 Philippine Cup. At tonight nga, double figures itong si James Yap. Mr. B. Raimundo against Alexander. Traveling. You know, this guy, Alexander, really makes you think about what you're going to do. Nakaka-intimidate talaga eh. 7-1 yan eh.
It's all about the height of that guy.
Music Pablo, they move the ball around. Inside they go to Alexander, one big. And every time he gets the ball, the defense of Purefoods nagko-collapse talaga sa kanya. Labas si Rick Pablo, balik si Willie Wilson. 15 seconds sa shot clock ng Barangay Ginebra. Kagiwa, pick and roll player. Nice good. Agad naman si Roger Yap.
A good job just being patient. Itong si Willie Wilson waiting for the play to consummate and picking up that foul. Usapan natin, Richard, ito si Chris Alexander. Had a good start, had 7 points, but in the second quarter, nawala itong si Chris Alexander because scoreless siya dito sa ating second half.
At medyo nakatukod na nga ito si Chris Alexander. Sila has to make the adjustment, not only sa playing conditions, yung weather natin dito,
Hindi kaya nalunon niya yung toothpick
Yun
niya.
nga, I'm sure maraming baon yan.
Extra.
Oo. Alright, 2 for 2 for Willie Wilson. Brings down a Purefoods lead to only 6. Ito ngayon si Roger Yap, binigyan ng screen ni Kirby. Nakawala si Yap. Nako, anticipated yun. Si J.J. Hildebrand, Nils Hildebrand to Willie Wilson. Wilson goes up at diagonal throw. Counter fast break para sa Purefoods. Nabuti pa magkabungguan si Kirby at si Peter Junsimon. Si Kirby, actually, pwede siya pumosik kaso nagpunta doon si Rice eh. Just Kagiwa, riding Kirby Raimundo. Roger Yap, libre, nice lead. Naman by Kirby, pero wala pa rin.
We can see that the favorite shot of Roger Yap is a bank shot. Really wanted to go to a spot where he can bank the ball. Pero kulang pa rin yung scoring natin. Bumagal
na, oo. This is the pace of this ball game. Kanina, first quarter, takbuhan. Out of get it away with a hack from Chris Alexander. A total of 9 points for the big guy. Baba na sa 4 ang lamang ng Purefoods Detroit Giants. Inside pass to Darius Rice. And he has 15 total.
And a much better field goal percentage para kay Darius Rice sa larong ito.
Alexander, being in isolation. Now double team, the ball pass. And then it's Wilson, 6 seconds of shot clock. Wilson, nice break, goes inside. He gets another basket.
And another guy coming from the bench of Barangay Ginebra, helping them out. Kanina, Pollard Taddy, energy was being brought by him. Ngayon naman, ito si Willie Wilson.
James Yap. Hindi nakawala dito sa detention ni Kampina. Lalo malakas, pa rin nakapulot. Darius Rice, as a big press coming from Darius Rice. As usual, is getting his numbers, 18 points na para dito kay Darius Rice. Hildebrand is in the wheel. Another big press for JJ Hildebrand. If I'm not mistaken, apat na yan.
But all his points are coming from that three-point line. He had one miss, and yung mitis na yun, halos pumasok na.
Ito naman yung Slido Jim Simon. Sergio Raimundo. Sumubot. Sergio Raimundo. Good pass pass to James Liap. Isa pa na. Rebound. Agawan pa rin sila. Napunta kay Roger Yap. Roger Yap. Jacoby. Ginebra asking for a traveling.
So they have lots of time para dito sa Purefoods. The shot has been, the shot clock has reset.
Nice block by Chris Alexander. James Yap. Another low. Ito yung lead pass to Kagiwa. Kagiwa ngayon accelerates. Kagiwa taking the one shot, uses the glass. And we were saying things were slowing down, but all of a sudden they step on the gas again. Ito naman ang laban natin dito. Check out this move by Mark Kagiwa using the glass, asking for a foul. And that brings Ginebra to within 2 as a 30-second timeout is called by Purefoods.
That's body control on the part of Mark Kagiwa. Almost all the good finishers in the fast break. Yan ang advantage nila. They can control their body when they're up in the air.
At tomorrow po, pupunta po sa Lipa, Batangas ang inyong PBA. Laban po ng Magnolia ng Red Bull. 4:30 p.m. po yan live dito sa ABC5. Ticket outlets po sa Lipa Lobby at sa Lima Hotel. Hey, welcome. Balikbayan from England. Hindi ko mabasa. Parang hirap i-pronounce eh. Basta taga-England. Welcome. Welcome. Oh, ano ba? Pounds. Pounds. Here's Roger Yap, given a screen by Darius Rice. James Yap, 8 seconds to shot block ng Purefoods. Rice makes his move against Tupi, packs up to Tupi. Looking against the Rice, and that's all he needed for that basket.
Yeah, that's the first time Ronald Tupi tried to go for that move, tried to draw that foul.
And a foul given up by Roger Yap dahil wala pa po sa penalty. Itong Purefoods DJ Giants. Barangay Ginebra calling a 30-second timeout. They want to make sure about this last offensive set. There's 3.1 seconds remaining here in the first half. They are down by 4 points. And so far, good as advertised itong game na to. As we remind you, ito po first game, nanalo po ang Go 21 Express. Kalaban ang importless na Alaska Aces, 86-79. Winnie Arboleda was the best player with 21 points and 3 steals. So, Air 21 using their advantage of having an import na suspend nga po itong si Randy Holcomb ng Alaska Aces for 1 game.
And surprisingly, such a low scoring ball game. 86-79 considering itong like you said, itong Air 21 had their import with them.
Here's Nadia, one fake. He goes up. Oh, does not get it. And that will end things for the first half of action dito po sa labanan ng Purefoods at ng Barangay Ginebra. And so far, it has been an exciting ball game, mga kaibigan. Very fast-paced, a lot of contact, very entertaining. But after the end of 2 periods, ito pong Purefoods DJ Giants lamang sa Barangay Ginebra, 51-47. After 2 quarters, yan po ang ating score, 51-47. Lamang po ang Purefoods DJ Giants against Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings na naghahanap pa rin ng kanilang unang panalo dito sa ating Fiesta Conference. Muli po, isang magandang gabi po. Buong Pilipinas, Richard Del Rosario, together with Jason Webb. And Jason, no, judging from the action here in the first half, talagang alam natin na itong dalawang team na ito uhaw na uhaw sa panalo.
Both of them really gunning for that victory, even from the get-go. Nabagit nga natin yung first quarter na yun. Grabe yung scoring, grabe yung palitan, grabe yung takbuhan. And in the second quarter, things started to slow down para sa Barangay Ginebra. Things picked up para sa Purefoods. If not for that good finishing kick para sa Barangay Ginebra, Purefoods might have had a bigger lead at the end of the half.
Well, ito nga pong Barangay Ginebra, they're hoping that their new import, ito si Chris Alexander, will be like Alexander the Great. And so far, in the first quarter nga po, napakaganda ng contribution itong si Chris Alexander.
7 points, 7 rebounds. Those rebounds, that's the big key para sa Barangay Ginebra. That's what they were looking for. But of course, Chris Alexander eventually had to take a rest, and when he came back, not that much lift para kay Alexander in the second quarter.
On the other hand, dito naman po ang ating All-Star MVP na si Peter Justimon, carrying over that confidence that he gained from that All-Star game doon po sa Bacolod, exploring, coming off the bench with 7 points. At pinakita niya ulit kung bakit siya ang super sub ni Coach Ryan Gregorio. Punta naman tayo dito sa ating second quarter. Ito, rise to the challenge. He scored 13 of his 20 points dito po sa ating second quarter. Was really moving well without the basketball.
But he was moving well without the basketball. He was moving the basketball very well as well. You could see in this game, this Darius Rice really not forcing anything in terms of offense, letting the basketball game come to him. And you can see, mas hindi nakakapagod panoorin yung laro ngayon ni Darius Rice because he is just within the offense of Purefoods.
And now we'll take a look at some of the stats here at halftime. As you can see, pareho lang yung field goal shooting percentage.
It's the same field goal percentage, but the thing is, Purefoods was able to get more attempts out of against Barangay Ginebra. Although Barangay Ginebra fixed the problem of rebounds, they actually had a +9 compared to Purefoods. Pagdating naman sa turnovers, yun ang naging problema nila because they had 5 more turnovers compared to Purefoods, and that led to 13 points off turnovers para sa Purefoods. Usually those were layups.
And now we take a look at the leading scorers. Ito si Darius Rice, of course, leading the way pa rin with 20 points. James Yap, after being held to single digits, now in double figures with 13. And Peter Justimon with 7 points all in the first quarter.
Para sa Barangay Ginebra, JJ Helterbrand hit 4 3-pointers. That was his 12 points. Chris Alexander, we said he had 7 points in that first quarter. Slowed down in the second quarter, only 2. And Mark Tagiwa, expect him to explode in the second half. He had 6.
Well, so far we've seen it from si Chris Alexander for 2 quarters. What has been your impression so far with this import?
Well, obviously, Chris Alexander at 7'1", maganda pa rin yung footwork niya. Obviously, he is an athlete at that height. Naging problema niya lang nung naging isa na lang na malaki para sa Purefoods, rather para sa Barangay Ginebra. Purefoods was really keying up on Chris Alexander. It was a double team, triple team para sa Chris Alexander. Probably has to do a better job of finding his teammates because there were 4 3-point shooters when they were doubling him.
Well, ito nga si Chris Alexander, maasa sila siya na po ang maging nagasalba ditong Barangay Ginebra. On the other hand, Darius Rice trying to keep his job para naman sa Purefoods TJ Giants. Tignan natin kung ano pong maging storya sa ating second half of action in yung Petron XCS halftime report.
This portion was brought to you by the new Petron XCS Complete Combustion System. Fuel your drive.
Mga PBA fans, kasama ko po din dito si Mark Bautista. Mark, how is it performing here in a live, huge crowd here in Araneta?
Grabe yung action dito sa Araneta talaga. Talagang masasabi ko, iba yung crowd sa basketball talaga.
Do you want to promote something?
Yung album ko, Mark Bautista, Every Now and Then, under Viva Records, Alpha po, and my new single, I'll Be Over You. Sana supportahan ninyo.
One of the bonuses when you watch the games live dito po sa PBA, you get to see a lot of celebrities and you actually see them perform live, libre. Sama na yun sa treat when you watch PBA games live. So simula na po ng ating third quarter of action. Barangay Ginebra, they have 2 quarters to work out and hope that they get their first win dito po sa ating Fiesta Conference. And ito na nga, Mark Tagiwa starting off things on the right foot para sa Barangay Ginebra.
Coming off a set play, setting up right away, Mark Tagiwa. Hoping na ito si Mark Tagiwa mag-init kaagad.
Ito naman, quick turnaround ni Darius Rice, wala pa rin. Here's Tagiwa, goes to Helterbrand. Helterbrand, yes! After the Furious, combining there. Total 14 para dito kay JJ Helterbrand.
Purefoods has to be careful with the fresh legs of the guys of Barangay Ginebra. Expect them to run. Remember, that's what they did in the first quarter. Yung kombinasyon ni Kagiwa, Tubit at saka ni Helterbrand.
Pawi naman kagad yun ni Yap. Mintis dito si Mark Kagiwa. All rebound goes to Roger Yap. James Yap na, libre na. Kagiwa, yes. Coming from James Yap. Siguro pati siya nagulat, ba't libre-libre siya no?
Miscommunication, failure on the part of Barangay Ginebra to locate the top scorer of Purefoods.
Halterbrand, given a screen by Wilson. They go inside to Alexander. Ang ganda ng pagkakasihan sa loob. And this time, there was no double team. Easy pickings para kay Alexander. Total 11 points for the big guy.
Wala pansin ni Alexander, hindi siya pinrun. And what he had to do para hindi dumating yung double team, quick move, turn to the basket right away. Just like that. Kay Darius Rice, ganun din ginawa niya. Quick move right away bago dumating ang help.
Ano kaya pinag-usapan dito ng dalawang kupunan sa kanilang halftime huddle? Alamin natin kay Magumay John.
Richard, siguradong hindi natutuwa ang Barangay Ginebra dahil nakakwentuhan na naman natin si Assistant Coach Jonas. At sabi nga niya, kahit na daw naka 20 puntos na in the first half, eto si Rice, they're really not that worried kasi alam nila he will try and get his points but they want to stop the rest of the gang. Pero ngayon nga, naka 5 straight points na etong si James Yap. Pagdating naman sa panic ng Purefoods, they are satisfied with the way Darius Rice is defending against Alexander. Pero wari sila of the shooters like JJ Halterbrand. They need a conscious effort to close out on the wings at kailangan daw lahat ng turnover mayroon silang desire na mabawi yan. Back to you guys.
It's really all about desire kung gusto nila manalo dito sa ball game na to. And we'll see kung ano maging resulta. As you take a look at Chris Alexander. It's only a 2-point lead now for Purefoods. 2 minutes gone by sa ating third quarter. Eto na si Kobe Raimundo, umatake, shake and bake move. Hindi maalis yung depensa ni Alexander. Ito na ngayon, turnover, tulungan.
That's a jam without a backpack.
Ito naman, retaliation, pulled by Alexander. Ginebra's level, Michael Kiwa at the second. Tahanan, JJ Halterbrand, hinayang na hinayang. That would have been a go-ahead basket para sa Barangay Ginebra.
It's been a while since Barangay Ginebra had a taste of the lead as we see. Ito si Ronald Tubin.
Alright, ito, dire-diretso na. 200 jam, brought to us by Yakult. Yakult everyday okay. Sigurado ka dyan.
At yung mga tinatira niya pa nung slam dunk.
Yan, oo. Sabi mo, parang mga 20 pounds yun sa backpack niya. Rice is hammered by Alexander. So, going to be the first foul on Chris Alexander. So marunong rin ito magtipid sa kanyang fouls, ha? As Darius Rice moves to the free throw line. Total of 20. Ilan ang assist nitong si Darius Rice? Isa lang. Kahit sa
assist, no? Pero maganda yung ball movement ngayon na ginagawa ni Darius Rice. Like I said, at the halftime, he really within the frame of the offense.
Alright, 2 for 2 for Darius Rice. Gives back the lead dito po sa Purefoods DJ Giants. JJ, hinahanap si Mark Kagiwa against James Yap. Umatake si Kagiwa. Pick out pass. At gano'n naman. Si Alexander kailangan ng offensive rebound on the comeback.
Just too tall para kay Darius Rice and just too big. Pero si Chris Alexander was able to push him out into the box, in the box.
Kobe Raimundo, iniwan na sa labas. He does not make them pay. Yes, Halterbrand, accelerate Halterbrand to Balbali James Yap. Almost stay with the white shirts of Ginebra.
Now Kirby Raimundo has to make that shot para lumabas ito si Chris Alexander. Usually a shot that he will make. Struggling from the field today is Kirby Raimundo, 2 out of 7 from the field.
Mark Kagiwa. Ito, pinafront ulit si Alexander at the post. Kagiwa, umatake, kicks it out. Extra pass in the corner. Kay Wilson, he's strong. Outside at 58.
And Richard, after that double, you really have to choose your poison. JJ Halterbrand, Mark Kagiwa, or Ronald Tubin. Because Purefoods choosing to let Willie Wilson, among all those shooters, take that outside shot.
Kagiwa, umatake ulit sa loob. He's busy, goes up, goes up. Kagiwa, another offensive rebound. Rapid away by Kobe Raimundo.
No need to hurry para sa Barangay Ginebra. They have a new shot clock.
Ito naman yung si Walter Black. Walter Black goes up. Walter Black missing. And may foul on that rebound play. Yeah, Darius Rice. He has to work overtime defensively. Trying to box out itong si Chris Alexander. Pasok na si Peter Jun Simon para sa Purefoods TJ Giants. Triple team now. Si Alexander, kaya pinigod na kay Kagiwa dancing inside. At ito, Kagiwa, tutungo na naman sa free throw line.
That's his first foul. 3 on TJ Giants.
That's the first foul on Chico Lanete. So Kagiwa now on the line. Our leading local scorer. 26 points a ball game. Missing his first free throw, however. Oy, si Eric Meck at si Rodney Santos and J.R. Aquino.
Mga missing link para dyan sa Barangay Ginebra. Another guy also there in the bench is Rafi Rivas. As we can see, si Rafi Rivas naman nasa bench. Meron naman siyang protective boot. As Barangay Ginebra is trying to mix and get through the conference with all these guys on the bench and recuperating from injuries.
Hindi na tumalon that time itong si Chris Alexander getting that block of Darius Rice. Here's Chico Lanete. Lanete working against Shelterbrand. Lanete, nice fake. Turnaround jumper. No good. Quick outlet pass by Alexander to Kagiwa. And we really have to credit the outlet pass to him with Chris Alexander. That started that offense para sa Barangay Ginebra. And Barangay Ginebra is now on top by 50 to 58. Check out this pass by Kagiwa to Robert Kubit, moving Barangay Ginebra a 2-point lead, 60 to 58.
We didn't have any luck with our imports, not because they're not good, but because si Turner had a knee injury and so did Ernest. I thought that if they just produced a little bit more, we would have won some games. Because sinasabi ng mananalo kami lahat, but we could have won some games. So I hope that Chris can produce the points that Rashan and Ernest did not give us. I hope this will be the last para, we can have a flow naman in our game.
Well, in an import-laden conference, 50% of your chances really rests on the performance of your import.
And I think Coach Jong really being kind. Rashawn Turner really not even able to give them a lot for their first couple of games. Dennis Lam probably felt much better, a lot better than him. Pero sabi nga niya, itong import kailangan tumanda na yung daro. Kahit yung team nila, they have to be able to play with their import for a number of games so that they, like he said, they have a certain flow. Because we're already 1/4 of the way through in our eliminations.
Nakabawi naman doon ang Purefoods TJ Giants with that fast break anchored on James Yap. Ito naman sa loob, si Alexander, wala pa rin, he got his own miss. Tingnan natin ano tawag dito ni referee Robert Ting Jr. Oh, Darius Rice. Pangalawang personal foul itong si Darius Rice. Alexander gustong makuha yung bola sa poste. Ito si Wilson. Wilson knocks down that long tube.
But everyone looking at Chris Alexander at the post. Willie Wilson setting himself up in a spot that he's comfortable at for that jump shot.
Ito naman Chico Lanete drives baseline, side-stepping move. He ran into a wall. Ito si James Yap, Federico Villanueva, Peter Guzman, rebound to Willie Wilson.
And again, numbers para sa Barangay Ginebra.
At ito naman, batted by Chris Alexander. And he finishes with a slam dunk. Total of 16 points for Alexander. And hindi lang yun yung intimidating presence sa inside. Kaya nagkakaroon ng hesitation ito ang players of Purefoods.
And itong Barangay Ginebra, they're getting used to this situation.
Diyan na nga ang ating Yakult slam dunk. Protest by Yakult. Yakult, everyday okay. Sigurado ka dyan.
And this Barangay Ginebra squad right now, he said earlier, three small guys at the same time, and they are getting used to it. One big man and two small men. Ito, may problema si Chris Alexander.
Oo, mukhang yung toothpick. Nako, baka tinamaan yung toothpick sa loob ng bibig. Pero hindi. They continues. Here's Rico Villanueva again. Villanueva working against Alexander. Villanueva, paikot-ikot. Wala pa rin at out of frustration.
So obviously it's out of frustration because if you look at the lineups on the floor, that's probably the last place that you would want to go to if you're Purefoods. Enrico Villanueva at the post. Tapos binabantayan siya ng isang 7-footer. Napakahirap.
The referees are checking on Chris Alexander. Dahil nasaktan siya ng previous play. Tinamaan niya ata sa bibig. Resume action. Bola ito ng Barangay Ginebra. Tumakuha ni Alexander yung bola. Tinira ni Gabriel sa labas. And he next time at Purefoods. Sparta Diwa with 11 points in the ball game. And Purefoods calls a 30-second timeout as Barangay Ginebra threatening to break away here in the third period. And Mark Sparta Diwa. Tingnan natin, no? Dahil nandun si Alexander sa loob. Ito, mas may kumpiyansa tumira sa tres. Ayan po yung TM3 natin sa inyo ng bagong TM Discount Soon. 20 pesos lang. May bagong discount na.
Richard, with those four shooters all over camping themselves at the three-point line, at alam natin, gusto kang nagpa-front yung Purefoods, they're really having a hard time itong Purefoods rotating because all of their wing guys are first to sag kasi natatakot nga sila doon sa first presence ni Chris Alexander.
And now that will make the Purefoods defense think, will they still sag? Paano yun? Tumitira na sa labas, pumapasok na yung mga tira sa labas itong Barangay Ginebra. There's James Yap ngayon against Tubig. Former teammates in college. Ito ngayon JP. Close! Pawira ka agad yung Purefoods na rin. What a comeback here by James Yap. Already with 23 points in the ballgame. Here's Marco Giwa. Marco Giwa gusto rin bumalik. Rebound to Rico Villanueva. James Yap with a leather, accelerates. James Yap looking for an opening, looking for a foul. Wala, nakapilit yung Coco Hoto by the bola. Open down for back to Lano. A great teamwork here at tumadugtong na rin po itong Araneta Coliseum.
At the half, napag-usapan ng coaching staff ng Purefoods, turnovers nila na nasuskoran ng Barangay Ginebra. And Barangay Ginebra really doing a job on them when it comes to turnovers and scoring.
Caught in the action as itong si Will Wilson will be called for a foul. Yes, Darius Rice. Tignan ulit natin itong play na to, no? Eyes behind his head para kay JJ Hildebrand. And an easy basket para dito naman kay Ronald Tubig. And another look, Ronald Tubig has to thank really JJ Hildebrand for that. But ngayon, ito si Ronald Tubig.
Being attended to because after that three-point shot by James Yap, natamaan rin ito si Ronald Tubig sa kanyang bibig.
That's right. So marami na tayong mga contact talaga dito. But it's all in the game, all part of the game. As Paulo Tadi now will check in for Ronald Tubig. Of course, Coach John Chico would like to keep that level of energy nitong Barangay Ginebra. Remember mga kaibigan, itong mga Barangay Ginebra, wala pang panalo in 5 games. Ito naman Purefoods TJ Giants, 2 straight losses, so both really going for the win. Second free throw for Darius Rice is good. Total of 24 for Darius Rice. Kagiwa. Ako, bumangga pa sa teammates niya. Malang patigmula ng bola. Ito naman, JJ. Hildebrand. Another game was coming from JJ Hildebrand.
3-point shot. Really going para dito kay JJ. Enrico this time around successful against against Chris Alexander.
Helterbrand already with 5 3-point baskets here in the ball game.
Isa pa!
Rebound play tapped out by Darius Rice. Ito, pagpapahingayin na muna si Darius Rice at the 3-minute 31 mark ng ating third quarter. Stepping down. Ako, turnover na nga dito. Peter Simon, nice hit. Ulang lang sa focus. There's a loose ball foul called against okay, Roger Yap. Oh. Yes, ako. Penalty na po itong Purefoods at Roger Yap. Pang-5 personal foul na niya yan. So problem here for Coach Ryan Gregorio piling up. At ito si JJ Helterbrand, sinasabi nga natin 5 3-pointers and
they're gonna put Paul Artadi at the line.
Oo nga, si JJ Helterbrand umalis na rin doon, pinalis na ni Paul Artadi. Paul Artadi of course provided a lot of energy para dito sa Barangay Ginebra back in the first half. His first attempt at the basket. Had his mentor, si Coach Ronnie Bagsano has a mentor. He's a free throw shooting when he was still in Purefoods. And
pero kulang eh. Alam natin yung kay Ronnie. Yung nakabuka ka. Yun yung style ni Ronnie Bagsano. Of course, Ronnie Bagsano maybe about an 85% shooter at worst.
That's right. Dalawang mintis pero offensive rebound dito kay Alex Lozano. May chance for Artadi, mintis pa rin. Peter Simon spots up for 3. Man, that's a key at the rest. Coming from Peter Simon.
They're gonna need that right now. Barangay Ginebra doesn't have their import on the floor. Chance for Purefoods to make a run.
Both teams playing all Filipino. Here's JJ Helterbrand. Helterbrand ngayon, backing up. Pinapantayan ngayon ni Kobe Raimundo. Nakawala kay Kobe. Side wala, pero may sumabit. And kanino itatawag to? Oh, Rico Villanueva. That's the third foul on Rico Villanueva. Before we resume this ballgame, mga kaibigan, we have a timeout on the floor. Ginebra is up only 2 points, 72 to 70. Still 2 minutes and 49 remaining here in the third period. Tuwan-tuwa po talaga mga fans inside the Big Dome. Bakit naman hindi? Napakaganda ng laro kanilang pinapanood. And at this point, puntahan po natin ang ating napakasipag na courtside reporter na si Marshall Marjon. Marshall, anong balita?
Richard, nakakwentuhan natin isa sa mga interesadong meron dito sa Mammoth crowd natin sa Big Dome. 12-year veteran dito sa PBA, si Senyor Freddy Abuda. Kung hindi po nakakaalala, naglaro po siya sa Purefoods, San Miguel at Coca-Cola. 2-time Defensive Player of the Year to at ngayon, assistant coach na sa FPU kasama si Coach Glenn Capasio. Tinanong natin siya kung ano nga ba ang diferensya nung panahon niya sa ngayon sa laro sa PBA. Sabi niya, wala na raw illegal defense ngayon kaya mahirapan na mag-isolation yung mga offensive players at syempre, mas physical na raw. Tinanong natin kung sino ang paborito niyang player. Bilib na bilib daw siyang sa ngayon dito kay Ronald Tubid. Tinanong din natin finally kung kanino siya kumakampi dito, Purefoods o Ginebra. Sabi niya, Ginebra daw sana dahil kay Coach John Chico, pero naglaro din daw siya sa Purefoods kaya no comment na lang daw.
Aba, ang dami niyo palang pinagkwentuhan. Buti hindi niya sinabi, ang dal-dal mo naman. okay yung report na yan ni Marshall Marjon. Of course, Freddy Abuda, idol ko rin yan si Freddy Abs. And no wonder why their team is a defensive team right now because they have Glenn Capasio and Freddy Abuda. Uy! Ethel Buba in the house, of course, supporting itong si Alex Cresano. Here's Kirby Raimundo against Billy Mamaril, makes his pick. Kirby Raimundo is hammered. And go troop to the line. Siguro tuwan-tuwa ito si Kirby Raimundo. And finally, wala ito si Chris Alexander inside the paint.
One of the happiest players para sa Purefoods is Kirby Raimundo. Did mention that he really struggled kung nandun si Chris Alexander, who is hindi getting warmed up, getting cooled down.
Oo nga no?
Just to make sure that he has enough energy come the fourth quarter. Kirby Raimundo only 2 out of 10 from the field.
Ayan nga, may ice box sa ulo at saka pati sa labi.
Kaya baka, ang tanong may toothpick pa
Hindi na baka nga nalulun na dahil nga tinamaan siya dun sa kaninang play. Yes, Helterbrand. 8 seconds sa shot clock ng Barangay Ginebra. Helterbrand, one fake, goes yes! So Helterbrand, that's his second 2-point basket. A total of 20 for JJ Helterbrand.
For this game, it's not Mark Kagiwa who's been putting up the shots. It's been JJ Helterbrand. And just as effective, ito si JJ.
Traveling violation. Over-eager on the part of Rico Villanueva. Bakit naman hindi? Minsan nga lang nawala dyan si Alexander. So talagang hey, while the sun is shining.
Problema naman para sa mga big men ng Purefoods. Nahahaluan ng gigil yung mga galaw nila.
Ito ngayon si Mark Kagiwa, Mintes. Peter June Simon bringing down the leather. Simon change the direction. Simon accelerates.
That's just a smart move on the part of Peter Jun Simon. He realized that the big man, Alex Crisano, was going down. Ang ginawa niya, nagtago siya sa likod ni Alex Crisano hanggang nung malapit na dun siya bumuelo. That's why he was able to get that close to the basket.
Ginawa pa niya screener yung kalaban no? Ito is Peter Jun Simon. Mainit nga na mainit ito si Peter Jun Simon back in the first quarter where he scored 7 points. Slowed down a bit at dito nga natapos ito sa ating third period. Siya uli ang namumuno para dito sa Purefoods TJ Giants. Second free throw for Peter Jun Simon. Also good, 2 for 2. Total of 12 points for PJ Simon. So a close ball game mga kaibigan as we take a look at the rebounding story. Big discrepancy dyan
Well, obviously the Kings are really found their solution to that rebounding problem. Big 20 rebound advantage for them against Purefoods.
That's 20 more possessions. Ito na ngayon si Chico Lanete pulling up for the free throw line. A lot of confidence behind that shot by Lanete. Only his first field goal in the ball game.
And Barangay Ginebra owned this quarter up to this point. Purefoods has a chance to steal it and feel good coming into the fourth quarter.
Here's Mark Kagiwa for 3. Good. Rebound again para kay Billy Mamaril, but he was held down by Kirby Raimundo.
Sakto sinabi mo, rebound again. Para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Seemingly every time they go down, they have more than one attempt at the basket because of their offensive rebounds.
Yun nga, sinasabi nga ng you were talking about it in the pregame, yung attempts ng Purefoods because 440 lang yung nagiging attempts sila here in the conference. And right now nga, that's 20 less possessions for Purefoods because of the rebounding advantage ng Ginebra.
That's right. Itong Barangay Ginebra, that's their rebounding. This is probably their best rebounding game so far because usually 53 is enough for a game. Meron pa tayong isa pang quarter para sa kanila. So you can imagine the number of attempts that they're really picking up.
Time a split from the line ito. Nakakagano na nga si Pico Simon. Sinulog ang tago ni Kagiwa. Total of 13 points.
Ginebra has a foul to give if they choose to use it.
Nako, ito, matatrap ulit si Kirby Raimundo. Ginugulo. Pasan niya. Natapik. He's asking for a foul. What was stay here with the red shirts of Purefoods. 7.6 seconds remaining. James pinasok na rin ni Coach Ryan. Kirby Raimundo looking at the clock against Billy Mamaril. Shoots a three. Offline. Pisano naagawan but tapos si RD Laron napalipag papunta dun sa ilalim ng hoop. But this guy, JJ Helterbrand, is on a fast lane with 20.7 rebounds and 5 assists. Great all-around performance, but the work is not yet done for him. They still have one more quarter to go, but Barangay Ginebra is up by 4, 78-74. On your screens is Chris Alexander so far, doing to everyone that he is Alexander the Great, the third import of Barangay Ginebra this conference at ito pong Barangay Ginebra. Ito po yung mga nakaraan nilang mga naging reinforcement. In 2004, Torrey Brags averaged 25.4 points a ball game, 14 rebounds, and he led the Barangay Ginebra to the championship. At sumunod naman, Jason, si Chris Porter na.
Chris Porter, he was an energy guy, as you can see right there. And he was also solid with his 22 points and 17 rebounds.
Outright semis naman pinuntahan nila dyan. Tapos naman yun, si Rod Neely naman noong 2007 Fiesta Conference. Very impressive numbers, 32 points a ball game and 15 rebounds. Outright quarterfinals naman ang pinuntahan dyan ng Barangay Ginebra. At ito naman si Royal Arrival, Chris Alexander. Look at that. More rebounds and points, huh? And 5 block shots.
Those 19 rebounds really turned things around for his team. Remember, yung pinalitan niya, si Ernest Brown, only averaged 10 rebounds a game. And they were about the same size.
Baksak dito si Pollard Taddy. Taddy against Lanete. Lanete looking for Darius Rice. Di pakawala. So si Kirby Raimundo. Nandiyan na naman si Chris Alexander. So ito, nagdadalawang isip na naman si Kirby Raimundo. He attacks the basket.
Now, much better para kay Kirby Raimundo this time around. If he has a guy like Chris Alexander, he has to go with a quick move and try to use his quickness against him.
Rudy Valenzuela, short jumper, no good. There's James Siak. Nice pass inside, intended for Kirby Raimundo, tapped out. 19 seconds the shot clock dito ng Purefoods TJ Giants. They are down by 2. Ito na si James Siak, tightly guarded by Rudy Valenzuela. Launches a three, in and out. And Ginebra continuing to dominate the rebounding department. Ito is Pollard Taddy. Poste ulit para kay Alexander against Darius Rice. Ito, na-double team na. Ronald Tubit, fading away. Papasa pa kay Alexander. Pero napulot pa, di naman. And all alone is Chris Alexander.
They reset the shot clock because of that. Dahil nahawakan.
18 points for Chris Alexander. Kirby Raimundo 1-on-1 against Alexander. Successful siya kanina nung inatake niya, but now he pulled up for a jumper.
And you know, that jumper, it's not really going para dito kay Kirby sa araw na to.
Ito naman, Ronald Tubit for 3. Ronald Tubit. And he's up, pumped up. Nakakaamoy na nga ang pangyayari. Ito si Ronald Tubit. Watch out. Watch this cooperation between the UE Connection, Tubit, and Paul Artadi. And a 30-second timeout is called on the floor. I'd like to acknowledge na nanonood sa atin si Mayor Hagedorn of Palawan, Mr. Alfred C. Magkakaroon po ng game ang PBA dyan sa May 31. So thank you very much, and your hope that you're enjoying watching the PBA ball games. Ayan po si Chris Alexander. At ito yung makikita natin. Siya po yung nasa ating Ready Code 14. Lakas na di umaayaw moment. Tignan nyo naman ang hustle dyan ni Chris Alexander. At yan ang ating Ready Code 14. Lakas na di umaayaw moment. Atin sa inyo ng Ready Code 14 para sa lakas na ayaw. That is called for his third personal foul. And itong Purefoods patuloy pa rin na nag-ahabol dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Christine Siaki, nawala ng bola. Napupulot si Valenzuela. Dribbling violation ang tinawag dito kay Junti Valenzuela.
But again, that could have been another fast break in the making out of a turnover para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. Every time nawawala ng bola, itong Purefoods, agad tumatakbo. Itong Ginebra already has 16 points out of the fast break compared to only 6 para dito sa Purefoods.
Ito na, nakita na rin si Darius Rice finally and he knocks down the three-point shot. The address coming from Darius Rice. 27 points for Darius Rice. Masyadong malakas yung pasa na yun ni Billy Mamariel, intended for Chris Alexander.
He didn't have to go to that pass too early. He has to wait hanggang makakuha na ng posisyon. Ito si Chris Alexander. You know what you have to do if you're passing from the high post? You have to put that threat. Start from the bottom of the court. Tapos dali mo sa taas para maipit na yung guardia. Ito, Paul Artadi really doing a good job of putting pressure on the point guard. At hirap na hirap ito si Chico Lanete sa kanya.
Kaya nga may dribbling violation naman na tinawag this time kay Chico Lanete. Balik po sa Barangay Ginebra ang bola. Once again, they're looking for Alexander inside. Ito naman si Ronald Tubig. Siya muna atake. Wala. Tapigan ng bola. Ends up with James Yap. Yap, cross-court pass. Darius Rice, another three-ball on the way. Missing this time. Fast break play para sa Barangay Ginebra. Artadi nagmamadali. Artadi loses possession. Paksak sa sideline.
Again, Ginebra wanting to push the ball. The fine line between running that fast break and being out of control.
Chico Lanete, high screen provided by Villanueva. May down speed para dito kay Darius Rice against Ronald Tubit. Isolated top of the key. Rice makes his move. Rice, hey! He's out but pumasok pa rin, no? May magaling na. Swerte pa.
Mukhang matatawagan pa ng technical ang
Oo nga, mukhang ito na sa Purefoods bench. Tingnan natin kung sino, ha?
At masakit yan para sa Purefoods because they are making headway into the lead of Barangay Ginebra. Tapos matatawagan sila ng technical ngayon.
Ayan, si Coach Ryan Gregorio natawagan ng technical foul. At si Ronald Tubid na nga ang titira ng technical free throw. It's been a highly emotional ball game. Really needing this win. Let's take a look at what happened. Ito yung inaangal nila na kailangan raw may foul. Buti na lang, naipasok pa rin yan itong si Darius Rice.
It's one of the more amazing of the conference. Hindi na nakatingin to si Darius Rice sa goal eh.
Valenzuela, nice hit. Nakawala kay Kirby. At yun, sumundot si Kirby eh. So Kirby Raimundo, he calls for his 4th personal foul. And matagal pa to, 8 minutes and 38 dito sa ating 4th quarter.
Kirby Raimundo may 4. Roger Yap also has 5. That's why Chico Lanete has to play extended minutes for Purefoods.
And looking at the bench of Purefoods, ang malaki na lang dyan natitira. Well, Ray Evangelista and maybe Richard Yee.
Actually, Jondan Salvador played a couple of minutes in the first half. Pero since then,
Jondan, oo nga pala, no?
Hindi na rin natin nakita si Jondan.
Alright, back to a 4-point lead para dito sa Barangay Ginebra. 8.5 remaining here in the 4th quarter. Kirby Raimundo looking for James Yap against Tubit. James Yap behind the back dribble. Yap! Shot coming from James Yap. So 2 amazing shots, one after another. One from Darius, this time from James Yap. Iba talaga yung malaki rin yung kamay eh, no? Was able to scoop that one in. And now he'll be rewarded. Isa pa nga. Ayun eh,
From
no?
another angle. It's stretch, tapos napakagat niya pa. Pektus nung tira na yun.
Kaso nagmintis yung kanyang free throw. So, a 2-point lead for Barangay Ginebra. Ito na ngayon si Helterbrand. Pumaposte ngayon si Alexander. Rico Villanueva waiting to double team. Cross-court pass tapped away by James Yap. Kirby Raimundo. Lead pass to Darius Rice. That's it home. 31 big point for Darius Rice. And Darius Rice egging on the crowd of Purefoods, ang parokya ng Purefoods. Darius Rice now being the main cheerleader here for the Giants. Pumped up. And watch this again. Nice lead pass from Kirby Raimundo to Darius Rice. Exclamation point on the part of Darius Rice. Really, his job is on the line, as the newspaper says. But with this performance by Darius Rice, he is here to stay for the Purefoods TJ Giants.
Sa linggo, first game 4:30 ng hapon, makaabangan ko ang Ginebra game sa Year 21 Express. This Wednesday, 7:20 ng gabi, dito sa Araneta Coliseum.
Patuloy po nag-iinit ang aksyon dito sa Big Dome sa banggaan ng Barangay Ginebra at ng Purefoods. Handa po ang ating Yakult Slam Dunk. Brought us by Yakult. Yakult everyday okay, sigurado ka dyan. By Darius Rice. Mark Aguiwa, top of the key against James Yap. Kick out pass to Ronald Tumis. 3-point drop. Wala. Rebound battle. Napunta ulit kay Alexander. Sinakyan na nitong si Rico Villanueva. I believe that's a 20th rebound, if I'm not mistaken, for Chris Alexander. 22. Sorry tinipid ko pa siya.
Binigyan mo pa ng discount eh.
Oo. 22 rebounds for Chris Alexander. My goodness. And how many offensive rebounds? 10 offensive rebounds for Chris Alexander.
Darius Rice, who is guarding him, can only muster 3 rebounds dahil na yung oras niya nilalaan niya na sa pagbabox out dito kay Chris Alexander.
You know, he's not only big, he's strong, and he's just hanging around the basket. Mintis nga lang yung kanyang free throw, so tabla pa rin po ang ating laban. Lanete. Into James Yap. 10 seconds to shot clock ng Purefoods. James Yap, step back jumper. No. Kirby Raimundo fighting for that rebound, but it ends up with Barangay Ginebra. Here's JJ Helterbrand. Helterbrand, oh my God! Oh, what a layup by JJ Helterbrand. 22 points for Mr. Fast.
And talk about things that work para sa Barangay Ginebra. If they can control rebounds and get those guys to run, yun ang nagiging doon sila nakakuha ng mga puntos.
Pero Kirby Raimundo, tinabla ulit ang ating laban with that strong move inside. Here's Helterbrand once again. Helterbrand finds Billy Mamaril. Too strong. At tinamaan sa mukha itong si Rico Villanueva on that rebound battle. Watch this again. Check out this acrobatic layup by JJ Helterbrand. Alam mo, dami na natin nakikita mga ganyang klaseng layup here in the ball game. Hang time move from Mr. Helterbrand. Sinabi mo nga, all throughout this conference, the most consistent player for Barangay Ginebra.
And this is probably one of his most amazing games so far para dito kay JJ.
Chico Lanete, tumira ng 3. Gusto manggulat, wala. Banggaan sa ere between Tubid and Rico Villanueva. And he's helped up by Chris Alexander. Ako, pang-5 na rin ito. Oh. So he has 5, Kirby has 4. So the big guy is in foul trouble for Coach Ryan Gregorio. Mamaril, top of the key. Does not get a friendly roll. Bola babalik dito sa Purefoods. A chance to grab back the lead.
Couple of possessions already. Both teams trying to break that deadlock but unable to do so.
Here's Kirby. He attacks the defense of Alexander. Too strong on the layup. Kagiwa to Helterbrand. Oh, another offensive rebound here for Alexander. And a miss. Nandyan si Billy Mamaril for the putback. Really a lot of chances here para sa Barangay Ginebra because of those offensive rebounds.
Really, Purefoods forced to put more than one body on Chris Alexander, and that has also opened up the lane for the rest of the guys as Kirby shoots it from three-point range.
At napasigaw na nga doon si Kirby Raimundo that finally pumasok na ang kanyang TM3. Total of 11 points for Kirby Raimundo. Kagiwa against Simon, given a screen by Billy Mamaril. Wala. Ball will stay with Barangay Ginebra. New shot clock for them. You know, if you're Barangay Ginebra, parang hindi ka rin makapaniwala. You're dominating the boards but hindi ka makalayo no? Dito sa Purefoods. JJ Helderbrand continues to wax hot here in the ball game.
Now, Purefoods has hit some timely shots as well as Barangay Ginebra. Like you said, difference. Barangay Ginebra really giving themselves more chances to hit those shots with those number of offensive rebounds that they've had.
This time the ball will stay with the Purefoods TJ Giants as the last tap was called on Ronald Tubid. And with under 5 minutes remaining, we have a close encounter between Barangay Ginebra and Purefoods. For Kirby Raimundo, hindi po naging madali ang kanyang gabi ngayon. Kalaban ang import ng Barangay Ginebra na si Chris Alexander. And ito po ang ating makikita sa ating no fear, fearless move of the game. Ito yung atake ni Kirby Raimundo. Instead of settling for that outside shot, taking it strong to the basket. That was our fearless move of the game, brought to you by No Fear Underwear. Got the balls for it. And a shot of the crowd inside the big dome being treated to this wonderful ball game. Very entertaining to see their faces here. Beautiful.
Mare. Mare.
All right, back to the ball game. We have Chico Lanete, Kirby Raimundo ngayon against Alex Susano this time. Oh, traveling here on Kirby Raimundo. You know, mas magiging madali yung desisyon were it not for Chris Alexander waiting there inside the paint, no? In case you drive inside, alam mo, may help eh.
That's already the 6th turnover para kay Kirby. That indecision really led to that turnover.
Ginebra protecting a 1-point lead. Ito na ngayon si JJ Helderbrand. Helderbrand ginugulo ni Chico Lanete. Kagiwa given a screen by Crisano. Kagiwa goes up, uses the glass and gets the bounce.
Mark Kagiwa, pang 15th point para sa kanya. But fairly quiet, Richard. Si Mark Kagiwa, might be the time for Mark Kagiwa to take control of this ball game.
Is Darius Rice. Uy, pass intended for Rico Villanueva. Deflected by Chris Alexander. JJ Helderbrand naman ngayon. Kicks it out to Mark Kagiwa. Kagiwa against Peter Jun Sibon. Helderbrand with a leather. Binigyan ng screen ni Crisano. He pulls up for 3. No. Another rebound by Alexander. Missing on that follow-up, however. Ito ngayon. Oh, a swat by Chris Alexander on Kirby Raimundo. That's the 6th block of the ball game para dito kay Chris Alexander.
But Ronald Tubid helping out. If he didn't have this position right here, Kirby Raimundo would have gone straight on. Ito cleaning up. Ito si Chris Alexander.
Oh, those are the type of blocks na you don't mind being blocked dahil 7-footer naman yung sumasapol sa'yo eh. You know, Chris Alexander also the entertainer, pumping up the crowd of Barangay Ginebra. 16 seconds na titira sa shot clock dito ng Purefoods TJ Giants. Here's Roger Yap. Roger Yap, extra pass to Rico Villanueva. Yan to si Chris Alexander. Di naman tumatalon, no? Maganda lang talaga yung timing niya, no? Sa bola, eh.
And you know, meron mga 7-footer that don't play big. He plays big. He plays long. That's why even when he gets the rebounds, he's not really going up. Hindi naman siya leaper. Pero yung length niya, nagagamit niya, marunong siya gumamit ng posisyon. And obviously, very good basketball sense para dito kay Chris Alexander.
May tama dito sa mata. Itong si Rico Villanueva under the left eye. Parang kalmot no? Merong hindi nagupit ng kuko dito.
One of the tricks of the trade. Alam mo, naglalaro tayo. Meron talaga mga player.
Ang haba nga ng kuko mo dati, naka-manicure pa eh. Ito na si Mark Kagiwa. Pilit makawala kay James Yap. Ronald Tubit naman ngayon susubok. Wala. Rico Villanueva gets the defensive rebound. Kirby Raimundo, nice twirl inside. And he lets out a yell after that basket dahil na balik ulit sa Purefoods ang lamang.
You know, it's been up and down para kay Kirby Raimundo. This time around, he finds the matchup that is beneficial to him. He attacks right away kasi alam niya, dadating na naman yung malaking mama ng Barangay Ginebra kung di niya bilisan.
Ito na nga no? Really using his height advantage against Willie Wilson. Kirby completes that three-point play. And with 3 minutes and 8 seconds remaining, mga kaibigan, ito pong Barangay Ginebra find themselves trailing Purefoods again by 2 points.
Timeout, Barangay Ginebra.
Welcome back mga kaibigan. Another classic encounter between these two popular teams, Barangay Ginebra at the Purefoods. Pinatugod po ang ating laban. In the meantime, si Ronald Tubit maganda pinapakita dito para sa Barangay Ginebra. Check out this Buhay Coke shot. Brought to us by Coca-Cola. Lahat ng shots magaganda at walang katulad. Kaya ang Buhay Coke, buksan mo. At napasigaw ang mga fans ng Barangay Ginebra because of that move by Ronald Tubit. Pero ito, nag-aabol na naman ang Barangay Ginebra by 2 points. Approaching the 3-minute mark ng ating fourth quarter. They want to go to Alexander. Covered well by Darius Rice. And Alexander almost got that offensive board. At ng bola, Crisano, Roger Yap. It's a jump ball. You know, Alex Crisano before, tuwan-tuwa dyan ng kanyang mahal sa buhay. Alam mo, ito nga, no, si Alex Crisano before he donned the Ginebra jersey, he was actually practicing with Purefoods for a couple of weeks. So, they're friends.
Actually, Alex Crisano at that time really could have helped itong Purefoods team. Kasi sa mga problema nga nila, yung mga big man.
Hindi pa naayos yung mga papeles doon. May problema pa siya. And ito, Crisano winning the tap. Here's JJ Helterbrand. Tubid. Now they go to Alexander at the post. Now triple team. Nice extra pass. Oh, sayang yun. Hindi lang na-finish ni Alex Crisano. And Darius Rice called for his third foul.
Darius Rice picks up his third foul, but considering it's only his third, binabantayan niya yung malaking mama ng Ginebra. That's a good job on his part to keep away from his third. As Alex Crisano, 2 points only, but look at that stat right there. To the right, siyam na rebound.
Well, that's the reason why Coach John Wuchico got him. Ayan mo ang inspirasyon ni Alex Crisano. Talagang inspiring her papa. Tingnan natin kung ma-inspire. Na-inspire nga! At siya na rin, na-inspire na rin. Hinimatay na siya. Ito ngayon si Rico Villanueva. Bottled up. Has to go outside. Kirby Raimundo, 6 seconds to shot clock ng Purefoods. Kirby is fouled by Alex Crisano. Tayo, 5 seconds lang natitira.
He actually played good defense until the end. Nung binaba niya yung kamay niya, And James Yap, he just come in to replace Peter Jun Simon as kanina sinubukan Coach Ryan Gregorio was trying to steal minutes off him. Itong bagong balik siya, Barangay Ginebra, making sure that he's not getting any touches.
Ito na nga, si Kirby Raimundo on the line. Makes both free throws. Now it's back to a 2-point lead para dito sa Purefoods. Helterbrand orchestrating the play. Kagiwa shoots a three. Bang! Kiepres on Mark Kagiwa. At ito na ang outlast 2 minutes at sa inyo ng outlast maintenance-free battery start agad.
That's another open 3-point shot. Purefoods was able to get away with a couple that time around. Mark Kagiwa making sure it doesn't happen again.
Goes Kirby Raimundo, attacks the defense of Pisano, gets the basket, gives the lead back to Purefoods.
Ito si Kirby Raimundo, Richard, 14 points in this quarter. Really taking control of this quarter for Purefoods, telling his teammates to ride on his back and he will carry them.
Ito na ngayon si Mark Kagiwa. Kagiwa. Short jumper is good. You have two superstars going at it, putting their team on their shoulders. Kirby Raimundo and Mark Kagiwa now with 20 points.
Now we did mention, ito si Mark Kagiwa, due for an explosion, for a spurt. At ito na nga, nakikita na natin.
Ito naman si Roger Yap. Siya naman ang susugod. Side-stepping move. Wala. Tulog kay James Yap. And he misses. Rebound to Chris Alexander. Here's JJ Helterbrand. Sabi na, let's set it up. Hinihintay nila si Chris Alexander. Under a minute remaining. 12 seconds of shot clock ng Barangay Ginebra. Where will they go? Pinuntahan nila si Kagiwa. Kagiwa, baksak si James Yap. Kagiwa from the right. Elbow. Yes!
A 7th straight point for Mark the Spark Kagiwa.
And the fans of Barangay Ginebra on their feet. And even the fans na nakasuot ng ibang team napapacheer na rin. Ito si Mark the Spark Kagiwa. Now to the chance of Barangay Ginebra. They're up by 3, 102 to 99. It's Barangay Ginebra 50.6. At the clock, reach 7 seconds. The shot clock ng Ginebra. He shoots a 3. Rice finally getting that rebound. And now they call a timeout. Ito mukhang dalawang paanan ni Rice ang nagka-cramp up. So may pag-asa po dito. Ito Purefoods DJ Giants. Well, we'll see how healthy itong si Darius Rice if he can still continue this ball game. We still have 12.8 seconds remaining. Wag po kayong aalis.